Hey, Owen, this is Janulewicz. Just wanted to give you an update on your mechanics after we met for the second time. I know I'm a couple weeks late, but I just wanted to show or highlight some of the progress that you made and then give you some ideas of things that I would recommend continuing to work on. So you can see here on the left, this was week one. Okay, we were very much up, and then we would drop and sit and then push out with the lower half. So again, up, drop and sit, and push out. And we said that because of the way that we're pushing with our lower half, our trunk is leaking forward significantly. So you'll notice that as that front foot gets in the ground, you're almost all the way rotated open and going into your throw. And so I think that's part of the reason why your arm action is so short. I think that's part of the reason why your glove side is so close and connected to your body. Okay, ideally we would have probably both of those be just a little bit more extended, especially on the glove side. I think that would help you stay closed a little bit longer, create a little bit more separation between upper and lower halves. But you can see after the next week we talked about just riding your hips a little bit more down the mound and not being so down and then out. And so you can see that here you do a much better job of riding your hips down the mound. So you kind of follow more of a, I guess your diagonal line isn't quite as steep and then pushed out as it was before. And so now you still kind of get to the ball of that back foot early and push a little bit. Okay, right here we push with that back leg and extend, and then trunk goes forward. But you can see that as you get into the ground, you're not quite as far open with that glove side. And so I think we're moving in the right direction. This is something that I would recommend continuing to work on, is just riding that slide out, making sure you sit butt behind heel. And then I would also work on just extending that glove side out a little bit more. Now it does appear that you do a much better job of it with the second, in the second video as well. Okay, so one thing that you could try doing is just taking that glove side and elevating it just a little bit, which is what you're kind of doing here. But if we can keep that thing elevated, that might help your trunk stay back, and stay a little bit more stacked, rather than leaking forward so fast, and then we lose that separation, and then we're forced to throw all arms. So you can see here, like, your tricep kind of gets pretty far out in front of your body, which results in a pretty pushy arm action. And so we're losing a lot of whippiness just because when that trunk leaks so far forward, the only option is really to push at that point. So those are the recommendations. Again, made pretty decent progress in 1 week, but I think there's still some room for improvement for sure. So if you have any questions, let me know, but I hope you found this helpful.